Are we back yet, or did I miss something?
Not yet. Welcome back, friends. How's it going?
Doing pretty good.
Doing good.
No complaints.
Yeah, looks like we're having some streaming issues here. Did it do the? Yeah, it did. It kicked off a second stream here a few minutes ago. Goodness. All right. Well, hopefully it's just one of those rare nights and not a sign of things to come. So yeah, this girl has definitely been through the ringer. Her HP is not looking too hot. She has got numerous injuries on herself. She is obviously distraught and in a state of heightened anxiety as she looks upon the guy who cut the door open and also cut into her unintentionally.
Casualty of war.
Say again?
Dalinar. I said she was a casualty of war. Dalinar would probably pull out one of his greater healing potions and just step close enough to her to hand it to her.
She asks something in a language you do not recognize.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Is that basic? You speak basic? She asks haltingly.
Yeah, I can understand you now.
Who are you?
Obviously some of the living looking for more of the living to unify against the dead.
Good job, Captain Cryptic. You're doing fine.
Get up here, I'm not smooth.
You killed them all then?
All that we found. Do you know where any more were hiding?
They don't hide.
I think Buddy's stuck in a wall. Now he's stuck behind this big, giant.
I'll let you guys hash that one out.
Move it, you big lunk of lard.
She looks at the potion being offered. What is this?
Just some healing. If you don't trust it, I have other ways.
Is a restorative beverage?
Yes.
Bob, get your trusty groin off my head.
My friends out in the hallway
She will
have
take
been
the
battling
potion,
these things longer than me.
and then she kind of shakes her head and seems to blink her eyes a few times at the sight of the four buddies who enter the room.
Hi, I'm Buddy, the halfling druid. Nice to meet ya. I stick out a hand.
Her hand is currently in mid-acceptance of the potion from Dalinar, and she slowly rises to her feet after collapsing, takes her action to drink the, what variety of potion is it?
It's a greater.
Okay, yeah, she'll take her action And chug that in completion. Wipe any excess off her face before offering a brief half smile to Buddy and then accepting a hand. What are you all doing here? You're just wandering around killing the dead?
Nope, we
Well,
are on a mission.
The dead are kind of wandering around trying to kill us too.
They don't know any better.
And
They're
to
learning.
be able to fight the final battle to save the entire universe.
You are aware of the reach of this plague, the threat it offers to the entire universe, then?
We've even seen these things called spaceships.
That's somewhat common where I'm from. Although this takes brief stock
There
of
was
her
one
surroundings, this is not where I am from. Is this your home? This is where you belong?
No.
Not quite.
We saw a ship called the Aluminum Falcon.
I'm not familiar with that vessel.
Do you know if there's any other amongst the living or maybe technologies around here you may have seen?
I haven't seen another living person since arriving in this hellscape. And anything technological I have found is smashed to bits beyond repair.
What is your feeling about s'mores?
I don't know what that is. What is your... Forgive me. Is it perhaps safe and appropriate for us to speak elsewhere? These are confined quarters, and I'm not... I'm feeling a bit backed in at the moment.
Sure. There's a whole store out there, and I even have s'mores ready. So, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I think more of our group can't quite fit in this room either.
Yeah, it's like the Friends episode when Chandler's taking a bath and like everybody comes in for the meeting into the smallest room.
I'm checking on where I left my s'mores.
She pauses upon arriving at Nick's and just kind of gives a polite and respectful nod. She waves a hand in front of Nix's face. Is anyone there? Ah!
She might not be able to hear you
She's
for a
got
second.
tackled by Bob.
She has the kids.
Bob just bam, smashed through the wall. Ow!
Oh, didn't see you there, miss.
Yeah, she'll just give some friendly nods and not keep her hands present and accounted for, lest anyone have any suspicions. And then, likewise, upon reaching here, we're gonna open this up and come join everybody else at the bonfire area.
Yeah, I reignite the bonfire so everyone has a place to sit around.
Excellent. So, you said you were on a mission. Of what intent?
We are here to find friends to be able to get together to help protect each other from these violent and horrible creatures.
That makes sense. I imagine many people in your situation would do the same. How long have you been involved in these efforts? How many days, weeks, longer have you been in this environment?
It seems like forever, and it seems like we keep moving from place to place or something. I mean, nothing like this was even around when we were sitting in my forest grove.
You two have been forcibly ejected from your reality and placed into this one, then, yes?
You got it.
Yes, I'm afraid. I was afraid of that. I had hoped that this was perhaps an unintentional spice dream or some horrific nightmare from which I might awaken, but the more I experience and see this, the less I am convinced of this fallacy. She enjoys the s'more. Oh. Where did you come up with such a recipe?
Us halflings have all sorts of recipes. And then I also saw a box that said s'mores, and it's like, oh, that looks like fun.
I confess I've never heard of a halfling before. Many of your companions are strange and unknown species to me. Have you ever encountered one such as I?
I have not.
No, I can't say that I have. I mean, the last time I saw a blue person, it was Uncle Jaime, but he was choking on something. He turned all sorts of shades of blue and purple before we could get that hunk of bread out of his mouth.
I see. And what drew you to this location? It was just the presence of the dead, and or what was it?
Well, we were en route to somewhere else. And then we noticed this parking lot with these dead things in it. We noticed it was a store. It's like, hey, maybe there's people hiding here that we can help and send them back to our camp or help them establish some sort of protection or something. And, and then all of a sudden all these zombies chased after us. And it's like, okay, I guess we're not finding people here.
Then we heard some screams.
Yeah, I just came to hit things with my axe. I mean,
You have a place of safety, of refuge?
Yep. I'm going to take a look over and make a medicine check, if it's okay.
She is cautious in allowing your approach, especially since there are 4 of you. She is definitely injured. She has taken numerous wounds that you would suspect to be from the undead, and possibly some in attempts to escape from the undead. Like maybe she bumped against a wall or sliced a leg or an arm open on perhaps like the edge of a metal shelf like this one in an attempt to escape. Numerous scratch, claw, bite wounds on her.
How many greater potions would it take to get her to full? Approximately.
You would guess 2 or 3.
I'm going to give her 3 greater healing potions. I have like a butt ton of them now.
All
So
right.
it's like,
Well,
here.
she'll slowly sip on those while we continue getting to know each other. But the three of them will indeed get her all the way back to full. Now she's just more bruised and haggard looking than anything. Her wounds are starting to heal over, and she nods in appreciation to that. You have strange means of restoration. Such treatment would normally take days in a hospital, or at the least, many hours in a Bacta tank. How is it that you possess such quantities of this?
Those are herbs and alchemy and various concoctions that have come up. And I also cast magic spells, so I could have healed with spells, but I need to keep some of those spells available in case we get attacked.
You can use the Force?
No, the spirits of nature and the power of the planet itself. And oh, and my little buddy over here. I'd be a fire sprite on the head.
Interesting.
Others around this area draw their magic powers from other places, like from the gods or from demons and patrons and such. And then there are those that study this magic stuff and just pull energy from the universe.
And they freely demonstrate and acknowledge having such gifts?
Well, I mean, you don't want to be throwing fireballs in the middle of this town, but yeah, I mean, a lot of them just do it.
Oh god, who did that? Bad form.
Kaboom.
Yeah, get rid of that. Oh, it was the s'mores. The s'mores fire got out of control, and apparently we're all sitting in a pool of gasoline here. Thought I smelled cabbage.
And remember, there is no I in team, but there are plenty of eyes in. I don't care how big the room is. I'm throwing carbon.
Are there any in your company who profess to gaining powers from a god, like as you describe?
Yes, I have.
She looks at Dalinar with new interest and a bit less fear. And can you tell me about your faith, your beliefs? She takes a seat up against the side of the counter here and enjoys another s'more.
Oh, the Varanor, he seeks the good for the living, the good for all who are capable of good. And I am here to try to get rid of some of those who are not capable of it. I'm not used to talking about this, but ask questions if you have them.
Does your deity give you the ability to see these undead as they truly are? Or do they just... How do they appear to your sight?
They look like I'm dead. I'm not sure what you mean.
She frowns and kind of lowers her head for a second. In a world and reality such as this, where so many of you have knowledge and abilities of magic and nature and spiritual powers, I imagine it would come as no surprise to learn there are different spectrums of vision that one may see. Some are able to see the presence of the undead in spiritual form, the ghosts and those who've not moved on all around us. Others can see evil spirits that remain hidden through powers of invisibility, it may be. For me, I have the best description I would call it would be a curse. For when I look at these undead, as you call them, all I see is torture, torment. I feel the physical manifestations of them that we encounter here in this reality are but extensions of tortured, trapped, tormented souls, seeking some form of escape, but unable to attain it. I have seen much in a very short time, including what I believe to be the ravages and untimely demise of trillions upon trillions of beings in my galaxy, and the impacts from this are far-reaching and perhaps already at a point of beyond repair. What I can tell you, I firmly believe, and you don't know me from anyone, so I can't expect you to take my advice or my words as anything but face value. I am convinced that the galaxy itself, the Force, is on the verge of a tipping point. There is far too much death. There's far too much unlife in this galaxy, and whatever it is that has brought about this surge in these undead creatures has very quickly tipped those scales to the point we find it at now. And I, for one, believe there is a very real intention from a very evil power, perhaps whoever it was that created these, to see these undead destroyed en masse, thus adding to the powers of death that spread throughout the galaxy and tipping us over the edge into a reality even worse and treacherous than this one. I see the ideal conclusion, but I know not how to bring it about. I believe there is a glimpse of hope in the abilities you demonstrate and profess to me, that perhaps these undead might be restored to life, or at worst their souls be permitted to move on instead of simply being extinguished in the efforts to stabilize the reality as we see it. I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. There's so many layers to this that I don't want to delve too deeply into, but at its face value, this is the advice I can offer. I believe that this death has spread so far throughout our galaxy, and our natural instincts to combat it are only bringing about a reality far worse.
Do you have any knowledge or insights on how to restore them?
As I wish I did. As I said, I sense and I see the conclusion of this, and I believe that to be restoring or proper rights for these damned souls, rather than just extinguishing them. But I don't know how to make that come about. I didn't even think it was a possibility really until I met your group and saw the powers of restoration that you carry around in a bottle.
We can heal physical wounds, but like things like poisoning are a lot more advanced. And I mean, bringing back somebody from the dead, I mean, I could do that with a reincarnation spell, but that's like one of my highest level spells that I could possibly do.
Even that is beyond what I had hoped. If there is possibility of restoring life in any form, each instance of that could have great impact on stabilizing the amount of death that is spreading at such an alarming rate.
But even if I could, I mean, I could spend an evening and learn it and prepare it, but it's very expensive to cast, and the results are unusual, and I'd only be able to do it like once a day. I mean, there's hundreds of these things. I mean, saving one, is that gonna like do anything? It's like spitting into an ocean.
We can't start somewhere unless we start somewhere. And if you have this potential, and she looks at Dalinar, is this something that is within your power as well?
That level of magic is beyond me. I have done funeral rites on occasion, and I have even done an atonement rite once. But as far as I know, the subject has to be willing.
I cannot speak to any varying degrees of success or probability, but I do feel it is at least something worth trying. Just to see if there is a possibility of combating this. And again, this is just the sight that I see these creatures through. I had hoped, again looks at Dalinar, that perhaps you had been gifted with such sight and could perhaps reinforce my beliefs, but up until the last half hour or so, I wasn't even certain this was reality. I thought I had been drugged and trying to recover from that.
I can concentrate and briefly sense the presence of undead, but I have no special sight of them.
Perhaps in time. Perhaps it is something that can be beseeched. I don't know how these things work. I was with my brother and a group of companions that we had been together for a number of months, seeking to stabilize a world that had fallen upon hard times, had lost its leader, and the greater galaxy itself was still recovering from a number of travesties, the most recent of which was the appearance of a Sith Lord named Nihilus a few hundred years back. We were visiting the capital world when suddenly the skies turned red, orange. The light dimmed. We could barely see but a few feet in front of us. The scene that I beheld was absolute terror, as it seemed that everyone suddenly overcome with this madness, this ferocity, and they began tearing into anything and everyone. I don't know what became of my companions, my brother. We were next to each other, and then we weren't. It seemed I spent some time in that landscape just trying to survive before there was a strange glow in the sky. I can't say a light, but it was a glow. And after it passed, I found myself here, trapped in an equally strange and terrible landscape. I don't know how this ends, but I witnessed people on Coruscant trying to fight against the undead, as you can only naturally do. It's your instinct to survive. But I watched death, compound death, and then the glow, and then the forcible relocation into an even more hellish landscape. All I can feel is that if we continue down this path, the next place we are dropped off will be even worse. I don't know what measures we have to even begin implementing these tests, but I do plead that in your journeys ahead, if you can find ways at least to bypass or ignore the undead until you find a better way to dispose of them. And if it's not too much trouble, I might ask for the safety of your company.
Oh, sure, we would love to have you. Speaking for myself, of course. I mean, it's not like I'm the leader or anything.
He looks over at Grix, the
No, but
obvious
you are
leader.
definitely the most friendly.
I have no problem with you joining us.
Seeing that there appears to be no disagreement from anybody in the group, at the least, she stands and doesn't really seem to have any equipment or gear on her other than her clothes, which are have certainly seen better days.
Would
You
you,
want a
have-
light crossbow? You got a light crossbow you can have.
do you happen to have any skills that we might know about for going into this journey that we can help you maybe equip for?
I'm gonna summon a shopkeeper.
My focus is primarily... Blue, you can't tap that. My focus is primarily support. I was my group's medic, although I find those skills may be a bit outclassed in this environment. And let's see, Victory Way is our store here, so yes, Victor will be dropping in to say hello. Let's check in with him. I'm going to be dropping off a camera here as well, as I got some late dinner dropped in my lap here. There's Victor. Let's bring him on over. Red Rover, bring Victor on over. Shaken, not stirred. Good morning, friends. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Hi, how's it going?
It's been productive. We're still reinforcing the walls after the latest assault, but otherwise everyone seems to be in pleasant enough spirits. What can I do for you today?
Our friend here needs some equipment, and we figure that having you come in. Oh, and she gave me an idea about trying to reincarnate people, but I want to give it a try. But I'm also going to need these like rare oils and herbs and stuff, and I was wondering if you had them. And it's like normally it would cost 1,000 gold per, for each unit, but I know somebody and I can get a deal.
Are you asking for components?
Yes, actually.
Ah, good. I'm glad to see my understanding of the situation is on point. I do indeed have what you are asking for, and yes, I can honor the usual arrangement.
All right, so I'm gonna get 2 sets of components for reincarnation. That's gonna cost me 1,500, which is gonna drop me down to 600 gold. I'm not as
Alright.
rich as most of these bastards.
Gotcha. Zarend will decline any weaponry she is offered, as she seems partly as if she doesn't know how to use it, and partly as if she doesn't want to use it.
Can I request a healing kit from Victor and show that to her? See if it's familiar.
I do have those in stock, yes.
Hold on, I might want more than one, but let's see if she's familiar with these.
She definitely seems familiar with it. She opens it up and looks through some of the tools. These are, I don't want to say antiquated, but that's the best thing I can think in this circumstance. I do know how to use these, though.
Can you refresh my memory on how much those cost? I will buy her 5 of those for 25 gold.
Those are kind of big. How do you think she's going to carry all this?
Yeah, she's kind of holding on to them right now with both hands and looking equally confused, like she's got a pile full of school books.
I'm looking through my bag and I'm pulling out all sorts of junk. I pull out a rifle that I remember that I picked up somewhere. Gold-plated ruby faucet. And, toilet paper +3. And I'm going to keep that. Hey, anybody want this rifle?
I have other options I prefer.
I'm also all good. I got my trusty axe.
Here, this is probably not that valuable or anything. So here, Victor, this is for you. You could sell it to someone else or give it to someone who needs it. Whatever you want to do with it.
Ah, thank you. Yes, the town will appreciate this.
Wish I had bullets to go with it, though, but... Anyone else want anything while we have them here?
Yeah, I'm going to buy some powdered silver. Say 20 gold worth.
Is anybody else here?
Yeah, I'm just looking
You're
at
where,
some
like at the
component
fire?
stuff I might
I mean,
need.
it's more.
Oh, dang, I'm almost out of s'more material. Do you have stuff for s'mores, like chocolate and marshmallows and crackers? Cool, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I got my my hands and my mouth stuffed here, so I'll definitely appreciate you guys taking over on the dialogue or anything here for the next few moments. I will respond between bites, but otherwise, yep, anything you want to do here or how we want to proceed.
I did go ahead and buy those healer's kits, and I'll just dump them in my own bag of holding.
Does he have any bags of holding available? Let me go check the list. Hold on.
No, we didn't have any.
Oh, that's on Tuesday's list. Okay. Okay, I'm done and low on funds. So, anybody else want anything before Victor goes? Going once.
I'm good.
Dalinar, you wouldn't happen to have an extra holy symbol, would you?
Not an extra one, but I'm sure that Victor has some of those. Just standard equipment.
Yeah, I need to see about getting one of those.
Are you gonna worship somebody generically, or are you going for a specific holy symbol, or?
I'm not exactly sure. I just need it as a component.
As a component?
Yeah, I'm not
Wow.
even sure how I have access to that spell right now either.
Do we want to count this as a short rest?
That's entirely your call.
I mean, I don't know how much it helps anybody for a short rest, but
I don't need it.
I don't need to use it for hit die and stuff, but I could use it to craft something real quick.
I mean, we are sitting here, we are talking, we have a bonfire, nothing's attacking us at the moment, and we're having s'mores.
Sounds like a full-on short rest.
So I'm hitting my short rest button.
I'll do the same.
For during this time, I would like to try taking out some of my components, and I want to try crafting some bracers of archery if I can. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Is that one of your artificer items, or with the components that we have?
It's the components.
Cool, cool.
And with was I able to complete it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hand this to Nyx.
Sorry, I'm not good at role playing, so I'm trying to respond correctly. Hold on.
Saw the
Oh,
one
in
of
case
these you
anybody
had
didn't read-
before kind of dusted before.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. As she says that, she just already puts them on.
I guess Dalinar will attune to the Guardian emblem he bought earlier.
Anybody partaking of the pipe of my special blend?
Maybe
Sadly,
one
this
puff.
is like my one NPC that wouldn't do it.
Is it gonna kill me?
I mean, it's halfling strength, but I've got enough resistances on this stuff, so it shouldn't be that bad for you.
I'll take a little hit of it.
Kansei! No, I'm just kidding. I don't have that power.
I was so ready to do that too.
Now, if Dan yelled Kansei, I mean, that would be a whole different.
Most of you are in my aura. Get a nice boost.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out during this time. My fiery little pet disappears, because he only hangs around for an hour at a time. I do gain back all my wild shape, which is what I use to summon him, so I have 2 wild shapes.
Alrighty.
I don't want to feel like I'm monopolizing the entire game either, so I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm here to fight bad guys. I scoped the building out, no one around. I got nothing else to do but eat this s'more. Whoa, is that a dragon? You guys see that?
Can we keep it?
Buddy, come here. Let me throw you at it.
I think that's the big kind.
Just because you made that, health bar thick doesn't mean it scares me.
I'm singing halfling traveling songs. At the same time using Pass Without a Trace rather liberally out of the staff.
It's an Arby's night here, actually. I don't know how many GP it takes to send to wherever you're at. I don't know where you are. So we finally make our way out of the maze of buildings that kind of led us down that clustered area towards the supermarket. The surrounding neighborhood was very barricaded, so it took us a while to make our way out of that back to the overland. Cutting across to the main street where we found a large cluster of vehicles. Yeah, we have not historically had luck with spaces such as these, but it actually did not contain a bunch of draconians or zombies this time around, so we made our way to the southeast into what has been revealed as the Fulton River District. The Market District that we are a bit more familiar with, which is where Victor hangs his hat at night. They have a fortified compound, but otherwise the neighborhoods around it are kind of open. Not very much impediment to travel in that area. But over here we've discovered pretty much the polar opposite, where it's very congested in the surrounding neighborhoods. And we already discovered one passage that we thought would lead us here, and in fact just kind of cut us off. And after finally locating the correct path to get us to their front gates, we are very much aware of the presence of their sentries lining both sides of the street, as well as their gate up ahead, automatic rifles or otherwise automatic weapons trained on your approach. A voice calls out in English, "You guys can stop right there. State your business before taking another step."
We are looking for good friends to help fight this in really big evil that's come upon us.
There's a pause, and then laughter ringing out from multiple sides of the street, including a few comments of, "This guy's serious? What an asshole!" After the laughter dies down, the voice at the far end of the street atop the gate calls out again, "That the best you got? I count 7 of you. This is who you guys choose to send forward. You choose your words a little more wisely."
They send me because I'm short and disarming.
So
All right,
Dalinar will
anybody
step
else want to
up.
try?
Yeah, Dalinar steps up by Buddy, and he looks displeased, probably a little more gruff than normal. He's like, "The halfling speaks the truth. Why do you doubt?"
These are strange times we find ourselves in. People don't just go walking down the street into other people's neighborhoods saying, hey, let's be friends and let's all fight together and live happily ever after. That shit usually sets up an ambush or a deceit or some kind of subterfuge. Unless this is your first day, your first hour in this environment, you don't just take such declarations at face value.
No, I completely understand. We, try to vet all the people that come through our gates and such too. But we're looking for people who want to fight and end this thing. And if we've came to the wrong place for that, then we can't really find a place for that.
How's it you think you're going to end all this? Just curiosity.
We have teams looking for ways to gather people together for our cause. We have people that are out trying to find ways to weaken the greater foe and then get ourselves ready for the final battle, whatever that should come to. And I bravely stand with these people until my dying day. Just hopefully it's not today.
I mean, unless you come here to mean us harm, we ain't gonna waste the ammunition on you. But at the same time, we just don't let anybody in. Give me a persuasion.
I am not trained in persuasion at all.
And yet,
But I roll pretty well sometimes.
Alright, give me just a moment, AFK, while I wash my hands, and then I'll be back fully.
All right.
Okay, I'm back. There's some chit-chat going on behind the walls. Who's got our best passive perception?
I have a 21.
Oh, well, that beats mine.
beats mine.
Pretty sure mine's a 10.
I can see right through you, but I can't talk to you.
Alright. Well, Buddy is the only one aware that there is discussion taking place, but the specifics of that, for the most part, elude you. You do make out a few words here and there of just, gotta be extra careful. Make sure that... And then most of all, we gotta... Safety, security, first and foremost. After about 5 minutes of terse silence, there is a noticeable squeaking as the hinges of the gate activate and the gate starts to swing open. There is a dude. Let's go ahead and grab him an official illustration here. That would be great if I used that one, but I don't think that really fits the theme of what we're doing here. Yeah, we're gonna go with you. Alright, back over to where you're at. And here's our dude, the guy that's been talking to you from the other side of the wall. He has an automatic weapon trained on your characters. He also has a posse of a half dozen, likewise armed and trained. I'm William Redmond. We're gonna give
I'm
you
Buddy.
all the...
Buddy Moonglow.
I'm sorry, say again.
I'm Buddy. Buddy Moonglow.
Alright. We're going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Not something we do often, and it comes with conditions. We're going to need each of you to disarm, and we're going to have ourselves a nice little chat out here. I'm going to disarm too, but just to keep the area safe and secure, we're going to keep our sentries on point, just in case anybody comes wandering down that pathway there unexpected or surreptitiously. Say this conversation goes well enough, we'll bring you inside the gates. See what we can perhaps have to offer each other. That sound fair?
I would like to counter-propose that we do lay down our weapons, but we do keep them in hand enough that if something comes down that there road that tries to attack us, that we're not completely defenseless.
We're not taking your weapons. You're not taking ours either, but yes, we're going to set them down, let's say, right over in this corner over here. He kind of points to a spot on the wall that's like 25, 30 feet away. And then, he points to another spot, equidistant from that. Say we have us a nice little powwow over there.
Sounds good to me.
Good. And this guy, as well as his people, you get the impression, are very, very short, very stubborn, very serious. They are doing fairly well for themselves from what you're able to tell outside of their complex, as well as the way that they have barricaded the neighborhoods around their base. In short, their priorities lie along these strengths. They are seemingly hesitant at this offer of let's all band together against this in some form of final battle because they don't estimate such a battle would take place on grounds that are favorable to them, which are how they have thrived and survived as well as they have to this point. So while they are kind of nodding along and seeing some wisdom in the overall plan that you suggest, they're also seemingly finding it a bit outlandish, just like, well, what makes you think that we can end this at all? Like, this is just the reality. We're just people. We're lucky to be alive. We're lucky to have some kind of security and some stockpile of provisions. Why are we going to risk all that to go out into the great wide open? Why are we going to risk all that to do that and potentially never see our families again, never see our friends again, maybe never even come back home? So they're kind of caught in between those points. Like they're seeing the overall wisdom, they just find it to be what's the CR of this thing.
There's more to fighting a big battle such as this than people running around weapons and such. Safe havens, places for people to be able to go to get healing, to get, for people to be able to travel through a roadway unmolested by people that may not be thinking like us, to be able to help. These are little things that all of the surrounding places can do. If any of you want to come and fight physically, then we would love to have you fighting by our side. But if you're more intent on staying and protecting what you have, I would be more than happy to speak to the plants in your gardening area, find out what they need and what can help make them flourish so that you can thrive. Willing to give a little bit of me to help make your people thrive. And all we ask is that if you want to provide people, if you want to use this as a place where you can manufacture items that we can use, if you want to use this as a place just for us to be able to travel through in case the battle happens to the north and we have to get to the north, and leaving our people unmolested as they come through, or like a little bit of a safe haven for those who are wary and traveled a long time. So these are the kind of things that we can do for each other to make each other thrive without having to fully commit everything to this battle.
Or even just as friends of trade.
He pulls a pipe of his own out and takes a big toke. Well, trade is a possibility. We don't have much, but we know that what we have is desired, and there's a lot that we don't have. That if your group is the type to be running around out in this kind of environment, you are probably more likely to come across than we are. If we opened up the Fulton River District as as you say, a safe haven or a stopover waypoint, what's your group offer in compensation? Trade opportunity seems equally beneficial to both sides, whereas us opening space for you to hang your hat for a night or a few nights while you recover, that sounds like something that you might make an offer for.
Didn't we just clear this out for you?
Sorry,
So
you did
what
what
the-
now?
I said, didn't we just clear this out for you?
You haven't cleared our base at all for us. We've been living here for a great long time. If you killed some zombies in the surrounding neighborhoods or on your travel here, that's not necessarily a favor you've done for us so much as you ensuring your own survival as you make it from point A to point B.
What kind of things are you lacking that we can help with compensating for? We have access to magic. I'm a druid, which as I said,
Magic.
I could help you with your plant craft, with making sure that your plants are on and things like that.
We value security and stability above all, and as you can see, we've boxed ourselves in pretty well here, which I'm aware is not fully an advantage, but it's better than being completely open and they can just come at you from any angle at any time. Likewise, food, provisions, things of that nature. We're close enough to the river that we do a decent amount of fish in there. Water's still reasonably clean. Food's safe to eat. We do have gardens and a few small tracts of land inside that we can sustain a bit in that respect. How about ammunition? That is something we can neither craft nor do we engage in a whole lot of scouting and scavenging. But ammunition is something that is worth its weight in gold. If you've got any excess of that, I think we might be able to make an arrangement. Likewise, any supplies of that variety, medical supplies, construction supplies, things of that nature could be very valuable to us. If you don't have ammo.
I'm not sure what the city has that we have, what they're available, but we do have tradesmen and we do have people that could. I'm looking around at the group for any backup. Anybody know if they make ammunition in our town, our city? I usually just hang around the grove and smoke some weed. Would you like some? This is my special blend.
He will take a Toki, absolutely. Not bad.
Thank you. It's kind of hard to grow it in a mall, but,
Well, it sounds like you might need to do some reconvening with your people to see just what it is you may have to offer. I'm okay with that. You know where we're at. You know how to come back to us. If you're as magic as you say, maybe travel back here is easier said than done. I can say I'll pass the word along to my people that we see you marching down our main street again. Introductions will be a little friendlier, but we're still going to have some business to discuss before we can say we fully trust each other.
of course, I completely understand where you're coming.
What about your neighbor to the south? We saw him walking around.
What neighbor are you talking about?
Large skeletal beast. Only saw it from a distance. The Titan.
You're saying there's one of those titans on the loose in these parts?
Just a short walk from yourself.
Yeah, we've seen those before. We ain't dared to engage one in close-up combat. I'd recommend you do the same. You stay very, very clear of that monstrosity. With any luck, they'll keep on wandering south and out of our vision entirely.
Yeah, we beat one once, and it took a lot.
He kind of looks at you with disbelief and looks up at some of his sentries, and they're all kind of shaking their head at each other. Well, yeah, okay. So,
Any of them want to make an insight check? Because I have no deception.
what's your whereabouts you located? Seems only fair you know where our place is at. If we have need of contacting or reaching you.
We are down
So there's a
south.
mall. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you can go ahead with that.
Right across the river, there's an old mall. And we have people there. And then I've heard the group talk about meeting others before I went. I haven't met them myself and don't know where they are.
I think we know whereabouts, general whereabouts that is. Good to know.
I can
good
draw. Can I draw a rough map? To
More
where
or
it is,
less.
or-
Sure.
Okay.
That is fine. All right then. So, yeah, we can close out this little RP right here, pick that up another time if need be. For my own knowledge in prepping our next session, what are we thinking our next direction is?
I thought we were still going up to that island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was where we were heading.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Okey-doke.
running these on the way to the island. Is there any way for us to send a message back?
There is, yeah, I do believe, I don't know if we covered this in completion, but each party should have effectively like a sending stone or the like, so that we can have a daily communication not only with the base, but also with the other party that's out there, in case any information needs to be exchanged in that respect.
Radio the base, for lack of a better term. Let them know about what's going on, and asking if they could send an ambassador who's much better at speaking than I am, with ideas of what they can provide to help bring them into our little fold.
Alrighty. We will cross that bridge at a later time. As for now, it is that time to close out our 24th session. I think everybody got their level up. If not, definitely make sure to get that. Session 24 was the time to do it. And we are off tomorrow night from the Coalescence. We are back with J-Man's session 15, I think, for his Bloody Coins campaign. That is 6:30 p.m. Pacific tomorrow night. And then Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, we return to the Coalescence over in Cyberpunk Waterdeep, as they are fully in Kazumiri City now, taking on some zombies that have gotten their way into the inner section of the city. So we'll pick up with Coalescence 2 nights from now, J-Man's campaign tomorrow night. Thank you again for joining us here this evening for some RU Gaming, where you know there is no RU without you. And as a final reminder, this is Tragically HP, last survivor of the Coalescence, signing off.
Have a good one.
I know.
Yep, see y'all in 2 weeks.
Have a good night, you guys. Bye.